Alrighty. Good morning. It'd be Monday. Monday. Hope everybody had a good weekend. I don't think I started or loaded up a file. Gotta load up a file so the first load is faster. Weird. I didn't mean to load it up again, I wanted to delete it. Alrighty. Okay, I'm gonna run ads on Twitch and play Enclosed Horse. So we'll be back in like 3 minutes. Three teleporters. Castle. I guess it's a little bit of a castle. 10 walls. I'm guessing... Yeah, okay. So we gotta find something. I wonder if there's a justifiable way to like remove this. So it takes 4 to enclose. So let's do math here. It takes 4 to enclose these side ones, right? It's 4 to enclose these side ones, and then it's 3 to enclose the top. So that's 11. So we need to be able to cut that down by 1. No matter what, it's gonna be 3 to enclose this top portal. There's no way around it. Whether I do this or this. There's no way around this top portal being 3. Right? Yeah. Because it's like technically you can count this as 2 because then this is blocking this, but then this is 4. Then 1. Right. Technically you can do this. I think you have to do this, no? Or you would like lose a one side. So the other argument would be this. I know I can move these out here. I was just clicking. Because I would still need to find 1, right? And that does nothing. So that means I would have to block off these teleporters completely. And the only way to do that would be with 4. Let's if this counts. And it doesn't. Okay, he can just jump over the portal. I think this might be the actual solution. Up 1. Would there be a different way of doing this? Because no matter what, you need to save 1, and this top one needs 3, and I'm sorry. You need 4 for each of these sides, and you need 3 to do the top. So the only way to do that is by combining 1. Right? Does this way give me 1 more tile, I guess would be the question. Oh, no, because then you would need a 4th one right here. So it has to be specifically this way. based off of meta reading, the fact that this one is one higher and this is the only way to get this to be 3, I think this is the correct answer. Saying that I can't push any of these back by 1. I don't think I can. Oh, my internet die? Yeah, okay. Like, there's no other way of doing it. Because you have to use 4 on the sides no matter what, and 3 at the top. And this is the only tile that can place 1 at the top and 1 on one of the sides. Fun. That was a good one. You could actually problem solve that one and not have to guess and check it. Alrighty. That said, let's do some runs. We're going to be a humble ancient fruit farmer today. We are going to get that ancient seed, whether it's from a bug in the mines or an ancient seed from a seed maker. Want more horse games? Try Uma Musume. I never got onto that train, even as a person who played Genshin. I'm not gonna, I tried to watch a stream of it and it looked so fucking boring. I don't really care if it's just cute horse girls, you know? Like, the gameplay just looked like kill me. But yes, good morning, good afternoon, and or good evening. I hope you guys are having a good Monday. We're chilling today. Not much to say. Hopefully we get a good run and not screwed by ancient fruit today. Exam day? Exam on a Monday? How cruel. At least do it on Tuesday. I feel like you should never do an exam or like any of that on a Monday. It should always be a Tuesday at the earliest. Like, I understand Tuesday. You get the day to make sure everybody's ready, and then you're good to go. It's a lot of the reasons why a lot of games like to launch on Tuesdays. Like, they either launch on the weekend or they launch on Tuesdays. Because Tuesdays is like, you know, you have the rest of the week to put out patches and fix everything, and everybody's in work and not having to work on the weekend. And then you still have the Monday to prep and make sure everything's in order. I think Terraria released on Tuesday, right? I think they almost always release on a Tuesday because of that. I think every single major update has been released on a Tuesday for Terraria, and it just makes logical sense. Hello. I would call this purple, but it was randomized, so yeah. I haven't changed anything about my camera. Right, OG was released actually on a Monday. Yeah. Yeah, weren't they trying to get it out because somebody pirated it or whatever and then released it? Everybody wanted to get their hands on it, so they just rushed it. There was some, there is some shenanigans on that end. Old Terraria is, like, honestly unrecognizable. Like, in terms of, like, the game is so different now. Like, it's kind of the same with Minecraft, but I feel like Terraria is so much worse in that regard. Like, you're still playing Minecraft if you're playing, you know, like a beta. But it honestly does not feel like you're playing Terraria if you play old Terraria. It's kind of crazy. Infinitely flying, rocket boots, no goblin tinkerer, only 3 bosses. No consistent way of spawning goblin army. Underground houses don't exist. Half the biomes don't exist. But was there only one biome on release? I don't even know if there was a desert or an ice biome on release. I don't remember. There was underground jungle. Jungle was a thing. I think the surface was just the surface other than jungle was just one biome. Good morning, Bait. Yes, a humble ancient fruit farmer. Yeah, these are back to being unseated since I have time. I have time until the. I think I leave. I think I said I leave on the 18th. I'm going back home because of my my dad's birthday. I believe we leave on the 18th. But like if I haven't finished a run by then, like the last few days, I'll obviously do seeded runs again. But as of right now, there's no need because that's still 2 weeks away. No, I have no interest in playing expanded mods. They don't look interesting, or not my cup of tea. It's crazy that those mods expand on the aspect of the game I like the least, so I have really no interest in them. Where's the issue? Okay. I also enjoy speedrunning and doing challenge runs, and traditionally those are done without mods. So I just happen to just not enjoy playing mods very much. Yeah. As far as I know, yeah, expanded's mostly that. I mean, there are gameplay mods, like, that in theory are interesting, like, you know, like a basically Skull Cavern version of the Secret Forest. Like, I'm pretty sure there's like a Secret Forest extended mod or whatever it is. Like, theoretically, it's interesting, but I mean, I just prefer mining in that aspect. I don't know. I just have no reason. I mean, it's to each their own. Some people enjoy playing games in different ways. Like, I enjoy speedrunning, but speedrunning Stardew is not for everybody, right? Or just speedrunning as a whole is not for everybody. So I can get essentially infinite replayability without using mods. Where other people don't enjoy speedrunning, so they kind of need mods for more replayability. To each their own. There's nothing wrong with enjoying the expanded mod. It's just more of the fact that I just don't have any interest in playing it. I enjoy the base game. That is fine. Habu, take back record from the Habu. True. I can't make that joke because I haven't actually. I have never changed my username from Habu to the Habu to Habu. I definitely could, but I feel like the is just there now, and it's not like people like say the half the time. I just don't mind it anymore. It'd also just be a pain in the ass to change all the social medias because first off, I would have to contact Twitch to try to get the name. What does Abu stand for? It was a mispronunciation of an older username. Of course it's silver. Why would I think it would be anything other than silver? I should have done a noodle roll first, and that would have decided if I actually did that or not. The noodle roll coin flip. Happened yesterday's run, it didn't get an ancient fruit. It's about a 1 in 200 chance of getting an ancient fruit from a seed maker when you put something in it, and I put like 350 common mushrooms in the seed maker and didn't get one in the time frame that I needed. So, a little bit of a low roll. And if I don't have the ancient fruit by a certain period of time, I won't have enough time to propagate it for Ginger Island, so the run just dies. Bit of a low roll is what it is. I've done glitch speedruns before. Glitch speedruns are interesting to route. I just don't find them interesting to do. Glitch speedruns are... very fast. And very basic in terms of gameplay. Like you would think, like if you had limited glitch knowledge, you would think, oh, it's just get a coop, name yourself a certain thing, get a coop, and then name coop animals to get all the items you want. Yes, that's a thing, but it goes so much deeper, and glitch runs are actually not name or like getting that stuff. It is instead of naming yourself and getting the items that way, is literally inputting lines of code to trick the game into thinking, yeah, you done that already. So instead of giving yourself items, you just set flags and be like, yeah, no, I've done that, so I don't have to do anything, and then the run's done in 30 seconds. It would basically be like a Minecraft glitch speedrun, but instead of having to dupe everything, you can just type in console commands, and then you're done. That's what it is, to a certain extent. That's a macro. I am not doing that menu. It's a very interesting routing process and figuring out what exact like lines of code you need to input to get, you know, certain actions that you want. But at the same time, doing the run itself is not nearly as rewarding. Especially of somebody who wouldn't really understand how to route the glitch, because I'm not really familiar with that side of things. So I would basically only just look at what people are currently doing and then just copy them, which would be extremely boring in my opinion. Now, I don't really even type that fast. I don't remember the last time. My issue, like, I can't even give you an accurate words per minute because my issue is the fact that I misspell everything. So I just type everything that I think the way it's spelled and then just autocorrect it later. So it's technically, like, slower than my actual, like, you know, typing would be. But having to go back every single time would just be such a bigger waste of time that it's just easier to do it at the end once I get the thought. I've done Prairie King speedrun before. Prairie King speedrun is literally just an auto-scroller. Like, it's just like what is it? It's like 40 minutes. Like, it's not interesting. But to, like, counterpoint this, I haven't played Prairie King in probably, like, 6 or 7 months. I guarantee if you give me 5 attempts, I would be able to do Vector's Challenge in 5 attempts. Like, I do not find it hard. I would be able to do, I would be able to beat Prairie King on my first try every single time. I wouldn't be able to do Vector's Challenge on my first try every single time, but I can beat it every single time with 100% consistency. Like, I do not find it a hard game. Did I ever make a video on it? I feel like I made a tips and tricks video on it at one point. It would be a very old video, but it still stands. It's basically TLDR, just play diagonals. You just gotta be able to learn. You just gotta learn that you can shoot diagonally and try to trick the mobs into moving diagonally, because it turns out the mobs don't move nearly as fast diagonally as horizontally and vertically. So if you can get them to move that direction, you're in a really good spot. Also, not being afraid to use power-ups is another good one, because power-up chaining's a very strong thing. Because if you use a power-up and you use it to kill a bunch of things, you're most likely going to get a replacement power-up. The only exception to this is a nuke, which you almost always want to avoid. You almost never want to pick up nukes, like, at all, because you don't get power-ups to power-up chain, and you don't get coins, which is, like, a really important resource. The other small thing is you should never buy the boots upgrade. The boots upgrade's a waste of coins. Even if you can't upgrade anything else, you literally are better off saving your coins for the next shop and not buying anything. But realistically, if you're trying to go for Vector's Challenge consistently, you should reset if you can't afford the damage power-up on the first shop. Like, if you don't have 15 coins by the end of stage 2, you should reset. If you're trying to complete it for your first time. Gotta pee. Is this Farmer Caillou if he was a girl and had hair? Is that what this farmer looks like? I was kind of hoping for a parsnip because I announced that I had the pea. Leaving you. I came out twice in the morning. She didn't even move from her spot. The sun puddle. I know. Haven't. Tough baby. Your toesies. He's all nice and warm. Got cold hands. I know people like really lose their shit. Like at least pros or like really competitive gamers, like gaming with cold hands, they really hate it. But I feel like I'm just so used to it that I don't really care. I don't know. If my hands were like cold, obviously, but it's not like my hands are necessarily warm. I guess I've never been on like a competitive stage in that regards where it's like different, because I feel like a stage would be different and can be drafty and cold because of like, you know, they're trying to blast air conditioning so the place isn't like boiling. Of course the stage is gonna be cold, but like in my home it's like, I don't know. I feel like I'm just naturally a colder person. So it's like my hands are technically cold comparatively. Like I touched Hazel and like my hands, like I could just feel the warmth of her like going into my, it's the warm doesn't go into your hands. It's the opposite. Technically the cold is being sucked out of my hands into Hazel. And that's how it works. Right? But it's like I can feel Hazel's body heat, and like she's significantly more warm than my hands because you've been out in the sun, haven't you? Yes. Okay, science nerd. Yeah. Isn't heat transferred? Is it? You might be right. I think I'm explaining it because of the feeling of why it feels, something feels that way. And I think the temperature is that way, but the feeling's the opposite. I don't know. Yeah, because the heat has the energy, so it makes sense if it transfers. That would make sense. Just stealing Hazel's warmth. He's stealing my bed. I think it's deserved. There's no way she already passed out and is snoring. It hasn't even been 5 minutes. Bless her. Like, these snips are not good. The snips are betraying us because we're not a humble parsnip farmer. We're a humble ancient fruit farmer. I'm afraid that my, jittering and fidgeting is just gonna wake up the baby because I was just like basically drumming on my desk and I forgot that he's sleeping. I don't count total resets. I've done enough resets today to know that I should have gotten at least one parsnip by now. That's about it. I've probably done at least 7, right? No ancient fruit seed. do not need a parsnip fairy. Every time I get a fairy in the first 5 days, it makes me want to reset. But I know I shouldn't reset, so I don't. I feel like this farmer looks like somebody from a movie, but I just can't put the name on the character. Gar, thank you for the tier 1. Hope your Monday's going well. Or as well as a Monday can go. Feels like a character that would come out of like Beetlejuice or something. It's like the vibe that I instantly thought of. Well, our red character was the one that made it deep yesterday. Will red prevail again? I remember when we used to track how many parsnips the run got based off of the general overall color of the character. But we would only track the fantasy colors. So like blue, red, yellow, green, purple. Yo. Alright, will the red stonks be up or down here? Red stonks are down. Alright, will the purple stonks be up today? Where's the purple enjoyers? Who's a purple enjoyer here? Real question is, for what? Who here chooses their favorite color for their Twitch username, and who here just doesn't even realize you can set your own Twitch username color? Because if you just set it as your favorite color, we know what color everybody likes already. My yellow, let's see. You have the special multicolor. Purple's not yet. Like, I have my Twitch set to purple though, but I know it's not my favorite color. It's a good color, but it's like I like turquoise more. But purple is, I don't know, been my brand. So I've kept it. It's also a lot easier to read in chats. A good contrast. I do read YouTube, but I do primarily more focused on Twitch. Purple stocks are crumbling. Not the purple stocks. Sell, sell, sell. Yeah, we're trying some blue stocks now. Or what would you... I would still say that... Are we going off of shirt color? Because the hair is kinda... The hair is green. Are we doing green or blue stocks here? We also got red lips. Like, the shirt just takes up a majority of the sprite, though. So it's just like the character is mostly blue, but... RGB stonks. We got gamer stonks right now, the RGB. How high will the RAM prices go today? Are you done sleeping, huh? My sister let her in when I was going to the bathroom. I sat down and she passed out and started snoring within 5 minutes. So yeah, she was sleeping. She had a rough day in the sun puddle today. Do you know the word barracuda? This again. Gamer stonks, gamer stonks. RGB prices continue to rise, as always. Yeah, I woke up. I went to go get my bagel stuff. I see her sleeping in the sun puddle. She didn't even acknowledge me when I was walking by. And then when I came back to put it away, or came out to put it away, she didn't move. She just hadn't moved in like 30 minutes. Nizotin? Thank you for the prime. Hope you're having a good day, and thank you for the support. It is greatly appreciated. We love Bezos Bucks. You gotta be the change you want to see. Make an entirely gold character. No, we let the randomizer do it. We let the fate happen. We can't just brute force a color. We gotta. The color just has to happen naturally. I will say we are blue stonks. This character somewhat looks like me if I got LASIK, but I'm never gonna do that, so we need the glasses. Also, the character has brown eyes, but it's, I don't know. I always interpret blue shirts with me as a persona, and then we have like the dirty blonde hair. Like whenever I get a character with glasses and with a blue shirt and like slightly blondish hair, like I just say it's me. Like I just mentally think, yep, that's me. That's just the generic image I have of myself. Okay, I'm actually curious. Like this is $18 without a gold parsnip. We are 3 runs away from the average amount of runs I need to get a garden bundle going. Surely the first gold parsnip here will just be a garden bundle, then we don't have to think about it. Uh, 1%. It's 1% at level 0 and 3% at level 1. So you have 13 1% or 1% chances and 2 3%. And because of how funny math works, it's about a 1 in 7. And just probability and yeah, behind the scenes math. I don't think the raw things, if you add it up to it, is a 1 in 7, but because of how behind the scenes Stardew Valley works and like the math there, I believe it's a 1 in 7. Ish. Blade did the math for me a while ago. I've always just said it's a 1 in 7, so it will be a 1 in 7 unless if somebody can like prove it wrong. V, can we ban Alex? Debated. No, we don't need that language here. Oh boy, we got Sid from Toy Story. We needed less hair, but... normal. I mean, like, I guess I understand why they made Sid look, you know, kind of fucked up, but at the same time, you know, I guess he's iconic. I just see the skull shirt and I just think Sid from Toy Story, so. We get Sid from Ice Age. Blade heard the Undertale music and came running. Sacrifices must be made. That's not in. There we go. Not in. Don't tell me that this is not in because it's not in. It's not gonna fall in. Okay, it's not in. I know when it's in. Somebody always says it otherwise. That's in. It's not because I didn't wait long enough. It's because I didn't see the animation that it was in the water. Black stalks are getting another try. We're getting the goth girl experience with this character. Holy, you girls stop. Big parsnip goth girlfriend. That's a good one. I like that one actually. Holy parsnips. We're at like 21-ish. I don't know if this is 21 or like 22, but we're severely over average. $330 parsnips planted. You need a parsnip planted calculator. Are we really just gonna get another silver? The goth girlfriend stonks. No. We got the Christmas. We got the Christmas carolor. Carol. I'm not even gonna try anymore. It looks like a Christmas tree. Yeah. Girly goth girlfriend comes back. She's an independent girl boss. My bad. Next time we'll say she's an independent goth girl boss. Not the goth girlfriend. That's Kroby. You just know the run, it's gonna be the run when it happens. Like, it's just guaranteed. Goth, gaslight, girl boss. Yep. We need to gaslight the parsnips. We need to hold them hostage at vegetable point. Threaten to grow another vegetable instead of them. Clean the altar. That in. It's harder to throw in. 1.6 made it actually difficult to throw in consistently, alright? I wasn't able to place the battery because I was trying to start Bone Zones. Surely it was a Bone Zone dip. Just kicked in her sleep. not snoring, but she's twitching. Hey, we just need the bone zone. About 15. Alright, surely the run doesn't immediately die to Garden Bundle not showing up. We have to do it all over again. Well, anything for the gifted. It is appreciated. I do not have a cold yet. I have a cold now. Do we get any rare pulls? I like sometimes look at the things. There's a rare pull of a different picture showing up. Oh, there was one mermaid. Somebody get a rare pull. I'm not walking. I'm not getting the one behind the community center. There's no reason. So. JW, thank you for the prime. Appreciated. Blue stalks are up though, or would you call this purple? I call this shirt blue. It's like a navy blue. Purple. Blurple. What is this inventory? Hello? What are these leaks? Is Blurple like an official color name, or is it just you're just saying it just because it's funny? Actually a real made-up color. I guess technically all colors are kind of made up and subjective now. Is there like a Vsauce video on like there's a possibility that we all don't see the same color when we look at it, but we've just accepted that it's all the same color? Or some shit like that. Like it's red because we all defined it as red and we were taught it as red as a children, but is red truly red to each and every one of us? How do you know my red looks like red to you and not like green to you? I'm pretty sure there's science to prove it wrong because of just how genes work and light works as a whole on a spectrum. But there is color blindness. Color blindness probably also helps the theory because it's so consistent. Colorblind people know that they're colorblind. I mean, you have the cones and how they overlap and those funny things that you always get at the eye doctor when you're getting new glasses, just to make sure that you're not colorblind for like the 11th billion time. Yeah, many just don't, because it just, realistically, it doesn't make a difference. Especially now that, like, a lot of things are generically designed for colorblindness. Alright, moment of truth. Of course, we get rare crops, too. Back the hell! I'm going to the bathroom. Hi, my baby. I wake you. Give me those toes. Give me those feet. Okay, Burple stops plummeting. Ooh, what would we call this color? We got orange, red, gingerish hair. You got this kind of, what'd you call this, cyan? I guess this is more of like a really light turquoise. And you got the purple pants. Ginger Steve. Patrick Star. So Minecraft stocks will go down if this run fails. Not the owl. Oh no. Surely because we got 1 gold quality parsnip, we're just gonna get like 3 in a row, right? Spot 15 again. Maybe we got a sister seed. The nice thing about sister seeds is that they actually have a high chance of getting a different bundle, but have similar RNG otherwise. One does not have nearly as many forgeables, though. Off of rip, very least. Cricket, I think for the 8 months of Bezos bucks, making Jeff Bezos $5 less rich at a time. Actually, I think it's $250. Because they technically get $250 of it. So they're basically, you're basically paying me $250. So they're losing $250. Actually, I don't know. Do I get the full cut?
To bribe the RNG gods.
Do I get the extended cut with primes? I guess I assume I would. I don't know if primes are different. I think I get the $3 cut. I'd have to double check. We're gonna need an extra daffodil though. And we got 3 leaks in the area. We can easily just get 4 in the backwoods and it's the same. Or not. We've got it 2 parsnips in a row, actually. We had a run just died animal bundle. And we got 2 spot 15s in a row, so. Owl. I wish I could sleep like how the baby girl sleeps. Without a care in the world. In any position she wants. Come on, we can do it. Next number, next number. I believe in you, chat. Ah. You can't get... You can't get daffodils outside of town and bus stop. I see we're gonna have to go back to, preschool with the counting here. Fuck you. Even change the animal bundle. Ginger Steve, it's Ginger Steve is back. Never mind. Ginger Steve is back. Maybe a little washed out, but bleached Ginger Steve. What are we looking for? I specifically need a garden bundle because it's literally like 30 minutes to an hour faster than the next best bundle in the community center there. It's the only bundle that like actually makes a huge time difference. The garden bundle requires 240 gold worth of investment, where the next best bundle is like over 5,000 and much more of my time. And then the animal bundle, the bundle that I got, is literally hundreds of thousands of gold. There's literally just no comparison. It's pretty crazy. 240 gold worth of flowers versus hundreds of thousands of gold worth of infrastructure for barns and coops. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I mean, yeah, the reason I say hundreds of thousands is because rabbits and truffles, but technically it's not a part of the animal bundle, so you can get away with less because all you need is what, a big coop and a big barn, which is around only 100,000, but it's still 100k versus 240. You know, it's still a huge, unreasonable difference. Golden parsnip for the third run in a row. We had an owl. Blessed us. Oh, okay, we didn't get the triplets. Yeah, no ginger beef. I must say, the baby girl is very distracting when she's in my room. And she's not even doing anything. It's just my own brain. Like, whenever there's any bit of downtime, whenever I start sleeping, I just have to stare at her. And that's why you just always see my head turn like this. Hazel, can we not lick your butt on my pillows or against my pillows, please? And thank you. I need to wash my sheets anyway, so. Baddies percent. Start the timer when you load the game. Randomize appearance until hot. Stop timer. Yeah, that's one way to do it. When do we make the Stardew Valley get laid percent category? I guess that's just how fat. Well, okay. I guess you would have to argue, do you go until child or do you go until one of the cutscenes that is very suggestive? That would be an argument. I have no idea. I mean, there's child, but I don't know what's on our extended leaderboard, so I'm not gonna question. The golden child has arrived. The parsnip man himself. Yeah, no, but I was more memeing from like the Legend of Zelda laid percent category. You know, like technically when you have a child, you know, I mean, as long as you're playing the gender roles in the game to actually like get laid instead of adopt, because I think it says adoption, which technically isn't getting laid. Not saying that you're not. I'm not gonna get into this with Slippery Slope, but where it's like something like Emily's cutscene, it's much more like, you know, I feel like it's obvious. Keep talking, it's going well. Yeah, okay. I'm sure. Just an Emily Tenhart. But what happens if you want to interpret Linus giving you wild bait? With all the sounds coming in there. Then it's a Linus 4-heart cutscene. What do we want to interpret here? Hand stuff doesn't count. The golden child was not it. Get married and go on or into a new year. The golden child is back. With blood-soaked pants of the blood of the parsnip enemies. The blood of the parsnip doubters. Yeah, this character does look like a certified book nerd. Surely we get the books then from the traveling card on this run. We'll check. I'll check. If the run dies to just not even getting a parsnip, I'll check. We gotta see if book nerd knows what's up with the book dates. Well, I mean, I guess the book dates would be wrong, but like if the books show up, it would be funny. It's funny because a lot of the runs that I'm killing because of the parsnips not showing up on the correct spot, I'm sure that some of them actually had books that I theoretically could have played. But the odds are just lower. And there would be no way to like know when the books show up, so it's just impossible to check every single spot. No. Blade would have to answer the reason why, but no. I don't even think it's like a ranged issue where it's like it doesn't give a low enough range. I think it uses a different function, right? Yeah, okay, so it uses a different index. Gabby Patties, thank you for the 9 months. Enjoy your new fish. Thank you for support. Hope you're having a good day. Year 2 books, Summer 19th, Combat Quarterly. Combat Quarterly on Fall 14th. Bait and Bobber on Winter 7th. It was a run I could have played. Unironically, it was a run I could have played. Because Fall 14th, Year 2, and Winter 7th, Year 2. I have no idea if it was Garden Bundle, but I could have played it. Certified nerd moment, true. But it's like, I would have no idea what the dates are, and it would be like impossible to track because I only have so many parsnips. I'd have to be willing to track so many more spots, which just doesn't really work very well. This character looks like an ancient fruit farmer. Dyed the hair with the juices of the ancient fruit. This is where it begins. Ancient fruit mentioned, we are not getting parsnip. Even when parsnips mentioned, we're not getting parsnip. I just need to save and quit at a better frame, obviously. That's my issue. It's a skill issue. Technically not even frame dependent. It's second dependent, but well, I can see CA unironically removing books from the traveling cart because of how exploitative they are. It's not really a thing you need, where there's not really a challenge for it. And the reason we have to do the things that we're doing is because he made it so that they rarely show up on purpose, because he didn't want them to be broken. Right? So, yeah. They're like not really supposed to commonly show up. Yeah, just a bit. 3 gold parsnips in an hour and a half of runs is not great. The Green Queen. Calling her salad. Can we just call her Leah's favorite snack then? Well, yeah. Spot 6. feel like I don't even need to be buying 34 parsnips, saying that I'm gonna be I guess that's not true. Doesn't mean I'm gonna be harvesting it before. Never mind, never mind. I was thinking ahead of myself. Nah, I gotta get 34. Not really. I never really made a thing to start keeping it down, and then when I take off days, it's a little awkward to remember everything. It's like, realistically, I'm not doing enough to, like, really, for them to really matter. So I kind of just, like, stopped caring in a lot of ways. It's an interesting concept, but it's like, I just don't do enough in my daily life for it to, like, you know. Green bean, cauliflower, kale. I said spot 6 on this run, right? Great book check dates. Yeah. Technically, I am a male character. in redhead. That was a great. I'll play neutral, I guess. Not really too excited about it, but I don't trust this game, so. I don't really trust this game right now, so we're just gonna play. The normal to be able to walk through the community center cutscenes? Not really, but you can animation cancel that lets you do it, which is why I can do it. So let's view animation cancel. It's not normal, no. By animation cancel, it's pretty normal. I don't need more gold, so it doesn't make a difference. September 12th is our first book check day we can realistically do. Is a neutral. Well, at least push 20 here, and depends on like what pace and everything looks like. I might sleep. Not a good start so far, but. Well, it was floor 6 this time, not floor 9, which is nice. Ooh. That's generous. Yeah, they were a little spread out. I had some pretty ugly pathing there because of it. It worked out, but it was pretty bad. Ace isn't awful for a neutral, but it's not good. I guess copper kind of redeems it a little bit, but At the same time, it's pretty yikes overall. The man did thank for the 18.
My lucky number have skill have bone.
We're trying, but we might be getting skill issued a bit here. It's probably to just go 20 angle and pass out. You'd definitely rather kill runs earlier into the game than later. But I guess it depends on like what type of thing is killing it. Like if it's a skill issue thing, I'm fine with it being later because it's just like just be better. Or if it's an RNG thing, it definitely sucks a lot more. RNG is just slang for skill issue, yeah. Virgin 6 on day 16 is good. How about level 10 in all skills by spring 16th? Sounds hard, I've done it. The exact reason why I said it. I'll try to go 5 more floors. Kinda wish I had that cherry bomb, but whatever. Again, this pace is kinda gross, but our copper is pretty good, so we should be able to get away with it pretty easily. Plus, we have magnet rings. So, like, we're chilling overall. This run's got the goodies, it just doesn't have the pace. But I feel like I should go 5 more floors here. due to the fact that like going 20 floors and doing everything that I want tomorrow would be quite difficult, where doing 15 is much more reasonable. Feel like okay, I think we're gonna go farther. Because I don't really want these to go to waste. Again, the pace isn't awful, so it's like, whatever. Yeah, now I don't have to worry about money, so. Which is also nice. Go 30, I guess. Just got a government bailout. Well, I wasn't complaining about money or anything, V. I was complaining about pace, which that isn't a bailout for. A bailout for pace would literally me getting a club from a barrel on the next floor, and then I just get like 5 freebies in a row. Like, pace is still dog shit. How have I complained about money? The Componium only fixes money. I'm complaining about pace, which is still not fixed. Not a bailout. It's just a small loan of $1 million. I don't know what else to say. Not a bailout. I don't even need the money. Why am I breaking poverty crates? We're just gonna end up going 40 here, aren't we? Like, I still have energy and I don't really want to lose it. We'll see how long it takes me to get to 35. Depending on like what time it is, we'll stop. Ladder. There's a lot of challenge runs that need hardwood from barrels, because it takes too long to get the axe to get it that way. It's also the only place without like a limit on the amount of hardwood you can get. I'm just gonna pass out. I found a ladder quickly. I may have continued, but Okay, so we need 42 more copper. We'll need to get 120 iron. Yeah, 35's fine, especially with basically the unlimited amount of money I have because of the book I got, as well as copper is pretty good. I still have 5 more floors. I'll probably collect like 20 more copper, give or take. Or I just will spawn in with all the copper I need. Only need 2 more. Energy's a bit of a mess, but nothing crystal fruit or 2 can't fix. Get a second big magnet ring here, or we can get a club. Not very good. It's the least item, or the... I guess technically I wouldn't have cared about boots or glow ring, but one of the bottom 3 items I could have gotten. Even Iron Edge would have been an upgrade. One thing I wouldn't have cared about was the boot, glow ring, and forest sword. Those are the worst 3. Take that for the mining XP, but it's like whatever. Come on, I need more iron. I do in fact want that. That's very convenient, community center wise, to keep. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna mess with my inventory at all at this point. Like, even if I get an aquamarine, I just don't need the money, and I'll be able to get one in Skull Caverns for the community center. And I don't want to continuously have to keep dropping stuff, so probably just final inventory. I guess that's a lie. I'm gonna have to drop I'm probably gonna drop quartz for iron bars here once these are done cooking. It's like, normally I have to because I'm trying to maximize the amount of money that I can pick up at a given time. But since I don't have to care about money because of the government bailout, I don't have to think about it. I kind of want these bat wings. Also 2 iron ore, so it's not even that bad. Monster book, it sells for 2K. It makes it so I don't have to think about money. Iron's not going great right now, which is a little frustrating. It's like fine because I'm not getting floors without iron, but like it's just like 1 or 2s, you know. Yeah, they're bad, but not no iron. I'm just not walking down for that. Again, I just don't care about this. It just doesn't matter. Issue is I need like 45 more iron still. Best luck day. Oh, the luck went to copper. That is true. more copper clumps on these floors than iron clumps. We're still doing fine on pace because as long as I get enough iron before this next round smelts, I'm fine. 29 plus 12. 41. We got the beanie. Need 8 more iron. I don't need to worry about mining XP. I technically need this to finish. We're kind of just waiting here then. I have to wait for this to finish because I need 9. We're actually ahead of schedule in terms of smelting. Yeah, it was a little bit. Actually, we'll keep that. May as well be a little conservative. Yeah, we can keep that. I mean, money's tight purely because I just basically did no focus on money after I got the book. So money looks a lot worse than it would have been if I, you know. was playing not like a psycho. Number 12. No, I split them. I don't know why I was waiting until an 8 there. My brain just told me to wait until an 8 because I'm so used to it. But it doesn't even make a difference because I'm literally just waiting for shops to open. Because I did everything in the morning I needed to. Technically, I probably could have chopped out an extra tree or two, but it won't make a difference, so it doesn't matter. I will be selling the strawberries. You just don't get money right away to the shipping bin, but I need to ship at least one for the full shipment. Because selling them straight to Pierre does not count towards full shipment. No artisan, no blueberry, okay. Spangle. We need no corn. Yeah, we have artisan. Hello. Yeah, we're checking the books on the 12th. I think magnetic effects on this run is going to be such a game changer for Moss. I start going for it. It took way longer than it should to get a run going, but this run's going well. Otherwise. We were resetting for an hour and a half before we saw our first gold quality crop. And we got a magnet ring and a small one, which is fun. The run itself is really good now that we're here, but it took a while and a lot of headache to get here. No, I find it distracting. I don't like to use the tool hitbox. I don't need it anyways. I almost slept the day that I didn't want to sleep. Sucks, it hasn't green rained yet. I could be getting so much moss right now if I had green rain early. I don't even think we've had a rain day yet. I haven't even been able to track. Combat book. Got a 40% chance of a combat book on the spring 16th check. We want a fishing. We want the fishing book ideally, really. The 17th has a 40. Okay, well, okay, so basically, if I hit the combat book on the 16th of year 2 of spring, I'm not gonna get the fishing book on the 17th of year 3. But if I don't hit the combat book, I'm much more likely to hit the fishing book on the year 3 check. Yeah. We got rain on the 16th and 18th, but we had green rain on the 14th, right? Which sucks, so I don't know if it actually rained or not. So we have Dinger's rain on that day. Because green rain overrides the actual rain day that could have showed up. And it doesn't actually know, you don't actually know if it rained or not, technically. Green rain is an anomaly that it's not tracked in the rain sheet. If it rains tomorrow, I know it didn't rain on the... Oh, wait, no. Yeah, I'm out of day early. Yeah, I mean, I just don't know if it rained or not. I hope it rains on the 24th. I'll be able to tell if it rained or not if it rains tomorrow. We can make this work if it rains tomorrow. If not, we're kind of tough luck on RNG. Have to wait till next year. I'll be able to narrow it down next year, but it's still annoying as fuck. It's a legacy RNG thing, and it technically can, but it's because of the guaranteed rain days is what allows it. Oh, fuck me, yes. And we just need to see if it rains on the 15th next year. Rare crops. We don't need corn. You have a save file that is on like year 20 max? No, I generally don't play the game past completion or past perfection or CC, unless if I'm doing perfection. I have no interest in like continuing a save file for years and years and years. Just not fun to me. Chef's helpers, winter star fortune, engineering, blacksmith, crab pot specialty. All the fucking gems I saved don't fucking matter. Kinda sucks, but it is what it is. So big issue. I'm gonna need a broccoli somehow. Otherwise, we're gonna have to do a multiple trip. Unless if I get extremely lucky from the back cave and I feel like I don't have to worry about it. Broccoli would be greatly appreciated. Well, great. There. Bat cave, artisan bundle. Mushroom cave is completely worthless anyway, so it doesn't really matter which one I pick if I'm not gonna utilize bat cave. 2. Yikes. I probably placed everything. The owl is staring back. Normally I would be walking back today, but it's just faster. Okay, so we really want to see a mining book here. That is the other end of the spectrum. It gives us lower odds. Mining would have been 70. Forging is 30. Um... So technically there's a chance of this run working out, but it's very, how should I say this? All over the place. And there's a higher chance than I think. Fall 5th, fall 26th, fall 28th, winter 21st. Yeah. Realistically, it depends on what we hit. Like, this run will just come down to what do we hit in the spring checks. Basically, at the end of the day, this run just literally comes down to that. What do we hit in the spring checks? Oh wait, never mind. I can just fully check on the 28th. We want... Wait. We desperately want forging book on the 28th. If a forging book shows up on the 28th, we are guaranteed books. If it doesn't... We would need to hit... If it doesn't, we need to specifically hit a fishing book in the spring/summer checks. which would only be possible, or which is on the day that I want to go, which is perfect. So that means we don't want to hit the combat book on spring 16th for the highest possible odds of next year. Hitting the combat book is like actively bad for odds, which is kind of funny because I technically need the book, but it's actively bad for odds. Well, okay, well, this also hinges on, like, if I miss the forging book on the 28th. If I hit the forging book on the 28th, it doesn't matter. None of this matters. What I'm saying. So forging book on 28th runs good to go for books. If it hits mining, we have to win we have to win two 40% chances essentially. And there's not even a chance that the fishing or a book even shows up on the 17th of year 3, by the way. Like, that itself is a 50-50. So we have to win two 40% chances for the books outright, and then one 50-50 for the book to even show up. So we're really just hoping I hit the original 30% chance. Also, because of all these extra book checks, we are 100% losing time here. I don't think we'll go red, but it's definitely not good. I still have to sleep all the way to the 28th. I then have to go to the bottom and go to the traveling cart on the 28th, and then I still need to do another entire full day. No, fall 28th, like here. The only spring books I have at this point are on the Desert Festival days. Full. Yeah, this is the issue with year 1 books, by the way. In general, it's like theoretically it's nice because it's like, oh, if I didn't have like these random backups, like if I don't get the forging book here, like I know the run's dead and I've only spent 100 or an hour and 20 minutes. Where in like year 2 I would still have to keep playing and I'm still blindly playing, right? That's like the reset efficiency. But at the same time, I don't have to do these constant book checks that is like losing me time. And that's kind of, that's like the major differences. Yeah. It is kind of funny that if I don't get the foraging book on the 28th, that I don't want a combat book. Because then it's impossible for me to get a fishing book as far as I'm aware. I guess we're just gonna get extra. We're definitely losing a lot of time here. It's a 30% chance for this forging book, so it's not high chat. Okay, I thought I got 1%ed. That's why I was confused. I thought the other book was supposed to be mining. I'm sorry. The run was about to get really fucky if I got 1%ed right there. But no, the other end was the fishing book. That was the other end of the spectrum. I just have no idea what the fall and winter books are then. Like, the checks just get thrown out the window. Basically, it's a rounding error due to how the math has to work out, which causes the 1%. So the books are in like a percentage point that is just not calculated properly. I do need 2 unique cave fruit here. Otherwise the run is dead. Well, run's dead anyways. I only got pomegranate. I don't see an orange or an apple. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Time to see if we hit the odds, though. That's comical. All right, did we hit the odds? Mining monthly. I don't know if that would have changed anything. I mean, the run would have been dead on the 16th. Combat quarterly. I don't think it's possible for me to get bait and bobber anymore. Hitting this. I'm gonna double check in case if I did something wrong. The Cutter's Weekly. We didn't even hit the book on the 17th, anyways. Mining monthly. Almanac, yeah. Nope, didn't hit books anyways. I was in chance, first try artful.
Unfortunate, we do not know how to read.
I'm not gonna start another run with how bad parsnips were today. It's just gonna end up being a shorter stream, guys. Apologies, but run died, no books. But I am in no mood to do parsnip resets again. I've already done it for an hour and 40 today. We had some fun though. Great memes. Great memes. But yeah, I can't do more resets right now. So I am gonna peace, but I will be on tomorrow. We'll have more funny characters, and whatnot. But yeah, I cannot commit to another run right now. So yeah, other than that, it be Monday. So I do hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I do appreciate the support. I hope you had fun. Again, I will be on tomorrow starting around the same time, 11 Arizona. Oh yeah, other than that, have a great rest of your day. Stay safe out there and take care. Later. Peace.